Hello everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Welcome new subscribers. Welcome everyone new. Just welcome everyone. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. I got a lot to talk about today. I finished a couple of things and I am working on a few things. So how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. We are getting warmed up here in Northern Illinois. It's starting to get like spring. This is the time of year where I always think about spring. Today, in fact, I'm looking outside. The sun is out. It's a little bit windy today. But that's usually how it gets in March. We're almost in March. Today's February 25th, and welcome here. All right, first up, what I'm wearing. I finished it, and I had shown this on a YouTube short. This is my finished Chill and Charm sweater by Katarina Designs. I will usually leave links in my description. I will put this one down in the link in case you want to make one for yourself. I just used a 3-weight acrylic for this in 2 different shades. The blue is Yarnsmith's Lagoon. It was in a blue shade. I forgot the number now, but it was Yarnsmith's Lagoon. And then just this baby blue 3-weight. I put it through the washer and dryer. And like I said, acrylics will grow. So the sleeves, you can see now, the sleeves have come down quite a bit. I can even pull them down farther if I want. But they're right down there, very low, which I knew was going to happen after I washed it. I did state on my last podcast that I hope the sleeves were not going to be too long. But the fit is very nice, very comfortable. Let me push my chair back here. There we go. It's very nice and comfortable, and the fit is awesome. So it's light and breathable, too, for it being acrylic. This back. Let's see. Let me talk a little bit about, the light acrylic. The baby blue was just a 3-weight. It was called Robin double knit. So, but the stitch is in a half double crochet. So you'll have to go over to Katarina Designs if you'd like to make one for yourself. And like I said, the neck was larger on me, and I did close it in by doing a row of or a round, I should say, of half double crochet, and then I skipped every 5th or 6th stitch and just kind of to close it in a little bit more. And I'm glad I did that, otherwise it would be way down, because I knew putting it through the washer and dryer it was going to grow. Acrylic will always grow normally when you wash it and dry it, as where wool will felt and shrink. Cotton will shrink if you put it in the dryer. You have to be careful with that too. But the thing with cotton, and especially bamboo, is over time it's going to grow and grow and grow, which I don't too much care for bamboo too much. Maybe just for something small like shawls or a bandana or something, a hat, you know. Garments, well, I made a garment a few years back. It was from the Victorian era. It was a corset cover, and I made it with bamboo, and the thing just grew and grew and grew to where it was so big, I donated it. So that's the thing with bamboo. If you can get a bamboo blend, that might be better. Anyway, enough rambling with that. All right, let's see. What else did I finish? I finished this. I I think I showed you my pink sweater last time that I finished, so I'm not going to show you that again. I got that packed away in my closet, so I guess this is pretty much it, other than the pink cardigan. I'll probably wear that maybe next time. This you've seen before back here. This was the granny t-shirt. Now I have a tutorial out for this if you're interested and you are new here. This is my granny stitch t-shirt using scrap yarns. And it's a 3-weight, so it's very light, very drapey. I made the front a lot shorter than the back, as you can see. And the slits, I went way up with the slit, and it's up to here. But that's going to be very cool and very comfortable on warm days. All I have to do is wear like a little tank top underneath or a t-shirt. But if you want to make one for yourself, go check out my tutorial for that. All right. Hang that back up there. That's what's nice about this new shelving unit. I've got my tubs up here that contain yarn. And then this unit down here, if you can see, has 12 drawers. And I have a video on that too, where I did a makeover on my whole entire craft room. It's a craft room makeover. So check that out also. I'm going to get a little drink, excuse me. Very thirsty today, I'm not sure why. All right, now let's get into whips. Okay, got lots of those going on. And for some reason, I've got so many shawls. I don't know what happened. It's shawl mania this week. Shawl mania. The first one, this pattern is by Crystal at Bag-A-Day Crochet. And it is called the Lightning Struck Twice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at the color fade on that. And you want to know something? This is just Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in violet. So it's just a cheap yarn. But you know what? The pattern that she has, and she has a full tutorial for this. It's just a 10-row repeat. Go see Crystal over there at Bag-A-Day. I will leave the link for this in my description as well. This is beautiful. It is a beautiful, elegant, timeless piece. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And using just an average, everyday yarn, it still is quite lovely. I'm not finished with it yet. I ran out. I only had the one skein. It was leftovers from a project I had made last year. I made a long duster, sleeveless cardigan, and I had leftover yarn. And I had a skein left and begun this, and I like it so much, I ordered another skein. That's just one skein, and it wasn't a completely full skein. So I am thinking 2 skeins of that would be plenty with yarn left over if you want to make one of those. Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in violet. Jumbo. Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Ombre in violet. It was the jumbo skein. All right. Now for another object you've seen before. Get the hook out here. I'm still working on this black shawl. I had to get more of that yarn. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm holding it. Yeah, I'm holding it right. Okay. It's getting larger, but it's still not large enough for me. I like my shawls extra large. I like my shawls to come way down, you know, almost to my elbow and be able to wrap around me. And it's just not there yet. It's over the shoulders fine, but I want it to where I can wrap it around. And if you can see, it's just not there. So I have this And I have one last ball, and I hope I don't have to order any more because I've got 5 balls of this, and it is up here. Let me get the yarn. It's up here. It's a nice thing about this shelving unit. I know right where everything is now. And when I film my podcast, it's easy for me to get the yarn. I am using Drops Baby Merino, just the color black, 100% wool. There's not much yardage on one of these. It's 191 yards, so you're not getting a whole lot of yardage, but oh my, let me tell you, this is so cuddly soft. I like it. And I just wanted something plain, just as plain and simple as I could do. And that's what I am doing. Oops. It's just a granny stitch shawl. Just a simple granny stitch that in this color looks like lace, but not. So there's that. I'm going to hopefully have that finished pretty soon because I want to wear it out. Going on a little ladies retreat coming up in a couple weeks. So I want to have it all ready for that. So yep, Drops Baby Merino, and hook size was just a 4.5. There has been some of you that's been asking me to do a tutorial for my granny stitched shawl. Yes, it's a very basic shawl, but if you would like me to make a tutorial for that, I can certainly do that for you. Just let me know in the comments. However, you might want me to do a tutorial, especially after you see the next shawl I'm going to show you. This one is beautiful. First, let me come a little closer. First, I want to talk about this new yarn I got. This here. These are cakes of cotton and acrylic blend. They're a very fine weight yarn. As you can see, it's like a number 2 weight. These are from Lindy Hobby. And yeah, beautiful cakes of yarn. There's over 1,000 yards on one of these. This one is a purple, turquoise, gray, and white. Flora soft cake. And let me see the composition here. 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. There are 1,093 yards or 1,000 meters on here. So it recommends a 3 millimeter crochet hook or a 2.5 millimeter knitting needles. But I'm using a little bit larger one. I'm going to get to the project in just a moment. I am using for my project a 4.5, the same size as I'm using for the other. And, when you see the colors, oh, this is gorgeous, everyone. You've got to see the color fade on this. And if you like, I'm going to do a tutorial for this to show you how to do this stitch. It's very basic. It's very simple. Look at the color fade on this. Look at this. Isn't that ever so pretty? Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. It's got this turquoise coming down into this pink. And then from the pink, it's going into the peachy color. And then from there, it's going to go into the beigey color. And here is what's left. From the beigey color, it's going to go into the white eventually. Now, it started at a center pull with the white. And I started a sample here with the white. But I didn't like it. I didn't want the white at the top. I wanted the white at the base. So I started taking it around the outside of the cake and started with the turquoise. And I'm glad I did that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And this is going to be the perfect size when it's finished. Oops. Try to put it on without getting it tangled here. Oh, it's so nice. It's light, it's breathable, it's warm. Now Amazon too sells yarn like that too, but I'm not sure how soft it's going to be. This is incredibly buttery soft. Now I am not affiliated with any companies yet. Um, Not Amazon, Linda Hobby, anything. I'm not affiliated with anything. I just wanted to talk about how pleased I am with this. Now, the only downfall with this yarn is it is very splitty. When you are crocheting with it, let's see where I put, well, if I can show you. Yeah, here's some spots. If you look real close in here, I wasn't very careful. Right there, you see that little spot there? That's where the yarn kind of split on me and I was crocheting fast, and there's another spot right there, and I hope those don't catch on anything. But yeah, I've learned to slow down and take my time. I've been working on this one a while. I've been kind of keeping it a secret from all of you. I did show it on a YouTube short a few days ago. But yeah, it's beautiful. I just love the colors in this. And they've got so many colors over there. I can link this yarn down in my description if you like it. And if you want a tutorial for how to make it, I can. It's just a very basic stitch. It's just the granny stitch for 3 rows and then 2 rows of double crochet. That's all it is. And Crystal over at Bag a Day Crochet, she has tons and tons and tons of patterns over there too. She has something kind of close to that, but not the same. I didn't want to copy her, but it's just a simple granny stitch with 2 double crochet rows. So it kind of breaks up the pattern. So it's beautiful. I love it. Hopefully that'll be done soon. Maybe I'll take that to my ladies retreat. Not sure. All right. What's next? I'm making a hat. I'm making a hat. This is for my son. It is, if you're familiar with the TV show MASH, Radar's Jeep cap. That's what I'm making, a Jeep cap. And I'm just coming to the decreases now. But I'm holding this double. And I'm using a 3-weight acrylic and a lace weight superwash merino. And yes, it's going to be fine with the acrylic and the wool because I've made things like this before and threw them in the washer and dryer and they did not shrink. They did not fuzz up. They did not felt. So yarn, let's talk about the yarn. Okay, I don't have labels on them, but I know right where they are. Yes, I think I do. Not in there, no. I might have it put in another drawer. But this is Yarnsmiths Create DK over at Wool Warehouse. It's a premium acrylic, and this is Willow Stream. Like I said, I have so much Willow Stream. I have a whole drawer full of Willow Stream. So I'm really wanting to knit it up. Okay, number 7, US 7. US 7, I'm trying to learn this. 4.5 millimeter needle. I made a little chart with the knitting needle sizes from the metric to the English standard, and I taped it on the inside of my crochet hook case, and I keep my knitting accessories in there too, so I would start remembering what's what. Yeah. But I want to talk about how I love the way this is knitting up. I mean, to tell you, the drape, the stitch definition. I like this Yarnsmiths Create held double with a willow stream. I may want to, in the future, make myself a sweater with that. Isn't that nice? That is so nice. The stitch definition is beautiful. I love that. And it's kind of making this little camouflagey green. So that should be done soon. He requested that. That's a vintage item. I know my channel's called The Vintage Needle Crafter, but well, I kind of fell out of doing so many vintage type things. It's just not very popular too much anymore, I guess. But once in a while, I will pop out with something vintage. So that's from the 1950s. Yeah. I got the pattern over on Etsy. Just type in Radar's Jeep Cap if you're interested. I'm sure not too many of you are going to be interested in that. Well, and plus the last thing is this here that I'm working on. And I did it again. I said I was not wanting to make any more cardigans, you know, or sweaters the rest of the season, but I couldn't help myself. I got another color of the, and I'm going to claim this as my new favorite, James C. Brett yarn. Let's see, I have the label over there somewhere, and don't see it right now. I know you're going to want to know what shade this beautiful rosy mauve, cream, and white is. Let me see if I have it. That's the thing. Okay, hold on. Yes, I found it. It was out in the front room, laying on the table where I craft out there as well. This is shade SH11. SH11. And I just got the one. As you recall, I made a sweater just last fall, and I used 2 of these, and I stated it took 1.5 balls to make the long sleeve sweater. And this one, I just got 1 ball, and I'm going to make it short sleeve. Now, I did pull a little bit of color from this one here. I'm not going to get into the blues, but I just wanted to take the purples that were on there to kind of stretch this yarn out. And look at that. At first, I thought it was going to be too much of a contrast in color, but I think it's really pretty with that extra purple on there. So, yeah. I know I've been wanting to do this for you too. I'm also thinking about doing a tutorial showing you how to make these top down in the round sweaters. I've got some more over there that's in shades of blue. James C. Britt. If you've never worked with this before and you are a knitter, give it a try. It's not the greatest crocheted. I don't too much like it crocheted because it's almost impossible to frog out. But in knitting, it's quite easier to frog out than crochet-wise. But the yardage on here is over 600 yards, so it's very generous. You don't need much to finish a sweater, just 2 of these. And I think this is $4 or $5 at Wool Warehouse. But yeah, there that is. This is the back right here, the center back. Let me hold it up a little bit better. I don't want to lose my stitches is what the thing is. That can happen. I'm getting almost to where I need to. There we go. That's the yoke. I'm holding it crooked. Oh, it's so hard to hold up. But that is the yoke. Very pretty. It's going to be very, very pretty. The colors I like. Yep, it's just a little collar right now. But I'm making it the same way. And if you want me to, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you want these tutorials. Because if I get enough people to say, yes, please, you know, I will do it for you. Oh, pretty. And I must say that this yarn is just, if you're very, very sensitive, it'll be a little bit irritating slightly, just slightly, not too much, just very slightly. You might want to wear a t-shirt underneath, but it's fine. However, you hold on, let me take this off so I don't want to lose those stitches. I didn't put end caps in it. The yarn is very soft and very light. The sweater that you make from it, it's not heavy. It's very light and very soft. It's feather light. I'm going to tell you, it's so easy. And I threw it in the last one in the washer on my regular cycle. I didn't dry it in the dryer. I laid it flat to dry. But because it's got wool and acrylic, and what's the percentage of that? Anyway, it came out wonderful. It grew slightly. It slightly grew. So that was wonderful because of the acrylic. It's got 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So if you're totally allergic to wool, I wouldn't recommend this to you. But if you're not, it's wonderful. It's just a slight bit. Another thing I liked about this yarn is it looks like a mohair. It looks slightly like a fuzzy, it's got that fuzzy halo to it. Yeah, this is shade 11. It's a very fine yarn. It's like a number, well, it looks like a 2 weight. Almost like a, now you would think it'd take a long time to knit up, right? Well, I'm not that fast of a knitter, but I casted this on 2 days ago. So this is 2, and I probably worked on this for, I don't know, an hour or so each time. So this is just maybe 2.5. It's probably a few hours of work. So it doesn't take long to make. And I'm using a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle, which is a US 7. I started out on a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter. So I started out the band up here with the 4 millimeter, and then I went down a size. I went up a size to the 4.5, and all the raglan is just the same. So it's quite simple. If you can knit fairly well, or an intermediate knitter, let me know if you would like me to make a tutorial for this. And you can use any yarn you want because the sizes are going to be based on your measurements. So I think this one here I took notes for. It was 125 cast on, long tail cast on. And then I increased to 140 before I started the raglan. Because like I said, you have to have double the stitches for the front and for the back is for the arm. So 40, 40, 20, 20. Although your center back, it's going to be 20 and 20. Make 40 for your back. So, yeah. All right, well, that's pretty much everything I had to show you today. So, hope you can get out there and enjoy some sunshine. I did yesterday. And today I'm going to do the same because the clouds are parting and it's pretty sunny out there. It's quite windy, but it doesn't matter to me. I like the sunshine. So, that being said, all of you take care. You have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next time. And let me know in the comments if you'd like those tutorials. So I enjoy making them for you. I'm not a professional, but I do my best. Hope you can follow them and make pretty things. So I'll talk to you later, and you have a wonderful week. Bye, friends.